Alright, so we're getting some work done on this thing. It's been a little while since I worked on it. So it turns out the quarter panel section that I bought kept on getting later and later. So now it's saying it's not going to be here till March like 15th or something like that. And that's just when it's going to get shipped. So I have like roughly like 90 days before it shows up. So I already had the scrap metal laying around, and I just tried to stick it in there. I'm using skills I picked up on Fitzy's Garage, where you kind of like just cut it as you weld it. And it doesn't look that bad, it doesn't look that good. Problem is this whole panel has dents in it still, so it's kind of like, it's almost futile, you know. It's like, but here's the section I took out. It was a section that was all messed up and wrinkled and stuff like that. So I kind of know going into it that I'm going to end up with not such a good panel, but if I do it myself, I might be able to save the metal here and also save the money from that panel, just cancel it. So the next thing is I have to do this one. So I have to get some more metal from the metal shop, and that's a little bit of ways away, so I got to go get that. And then this is going to be harder because I have to actually get this gap correct before I weld it up, because it's kind of like not so good right now. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot, and I know it's going to need some Bondo, but if I can get it done with the original quarter panel, and all I really want is a daily driver out of this thing, I think I'll be fine with it. It's not going to look that good, but you know, we'll try it out. Okay, so as you can see, I'm cutting and welding as I go in. So I got a big panel out here, and I got to keep my gaps right. So that gap's a little too small. I got to cut that again, and then just keep on going around, and eventually it's going to be in. So you can see here, it's kind of pinched right there, and it's too big right there, and it's kind of wobbly right there. It's got a pinch just right here, and then on top of all that, this whole top right here is wavy. So I'm not really the best body guy, but you know, it's only one way to get good at it. So Fitzy's Garage is great. Maybe in about 100 years I'll be about as good as he is, but I doubt it. But you know what? It's like the best Mopars come with bad quarters, and you have to just fucking fix it, right? I never had one that was perfect. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to Fitzy. So Fitzy's method is to cut and then weld, push it in and weld, and then as you go along you cut and weld. So that's what I'm doing. It's not going to look that good, I'm going to tell you right now, but it's going to save me some money, and it'll be solid. Okay. My biggest problem here is that I never got the fender or the quarter panel out enough. Like, the quarter panel is supposed to have a nice bulge to it. You can see a door right there. And I just never got the quarter panel to have that bulge. And if I ended up fixing it up, it literally have like a half an inch or more of Bondo, and that's just not going to happen. Okay, so I thought I'd try a new method here before I give up. Basically, my problem was that the bulge wasn't there. Well, that's one of my problems. I got a lot of problems here. And so I was able to bring the bulge back by putting a board in and then suspending it. And I was trying to heat it up with some MAP gas. I got this MAP gas right there, and that was doing a pretty good job. And then I realized that when it flattened out, the panels kind of went, the bottom edge kind of folded that way. So I figured I'd put some pressure on it and get that bulge back. So what ended up happening is I heated the whole panel up, the whole thing, for like, I don't know, a few minutes. And then when I put this deal together, it bulged enough to where my wood thing right here fell out. So I got the bulge back. So now, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna like leave it like this for a while. And also, when that happened, a dent right here popped out. So this dent is, there was a nice little dent right here, and it's basically gone. It popped out. It's a little bit there. But I think I can probably save this panel, and we're just gonna have to see. I mean, it's not gonna look all that great, but I'll paint it, you know, primer gray or white or something like that, and you won't notice it. And I don't know. It's like, why not just try to fix it? It's gonna be a lot of work to put the new one in as well. So original's always better. Not really in this case, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna try it out. So I went in and I kind of fixed this stuff up a little bit. I got this looking good. It's kind of like the same on each side. It's gonna need some work. Right there still isn't quite good. I need to close that gap a little bit more. So I cut a hole here. This part right here was damaged already, so I'm basically gonna have to cut this out and put a new piece in right here. And I have sheet metal for that. I got extra sheet metal. And since I'm doing that, I kind of just left this corner, and we'll just do it all at once. And then I kind of just misjudged it right there, so, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna get all this done. When I'm all done, I'm gonna go back and just fill in that one little spot. It won't be that bad. And then it's gonna be really wavy. So right here is actually pretty good, to be honest with you. It bulges a little bit right here, so it's got to go in. On the weld, there's going to be, you know, the thickest Bondo probably. Then I'll just go knock the lows down. It's going to be kind of difficult to get this straight. So this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a filler panel too. And I got enough metal to go in here and just replace all this metal right here. I'll just replace from the lines. You can see that. The lines right here. Or I'll try something. I'm going to pull the back out on that lower part on the both sides because it's full of garbage. So I'm going to cut the backs off, and then we'll see how bad the rust is when I get behind it. And for now, since I don't have that panel coming until March like 15th, I'm just going to keep on working on it. And I have plenty of time to cancel that panel before it ships out. So I'm going to keep on working on it, and hopefully I get to a tipping point where I say, yeah, I don't want that panel. Because honestly, I just want to get it done. I just want it to be finished. So that's pretty much all that's going on with this thing. I might spend tomorrow getting that fender ready. It has some dents in it too, and then I can just put it on, and I can just I don't need the fender to be off to straighten this front end out. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this front end, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal to figure out with the fender on. So I can get that thing on, and that'll be, you know, a pretty good chunk of my my work that I got get done. So that's basically it. It's kind of coming together, and next thing is get back on that engine and then have it ready so I can just pull this thing out and throw it in. So, all right, guys, not that eventful, but thanks for watching.